April 15th, 2013, a day that began with excitement and camaraderie as thousands gathered for the Boston Marathon. This iconic event, known across the globe, is a testament to human endurance and spirit. Every year, it unites a diverse crowd of participants, from seasoned athletes to first-time runners, all sharing a common goal: to conquer the 26.2 miles that sprawl across the historical streets of Boston. The atmosphere is electrifying, filled with anticipation and the shared thrill of the challenge ahead. Families, friends and spectators line the route, their cheers echoing through the air, offering encouragement and transforming the city into a vibrant festival of athleticism and community spirit. Yet amidst this sea of excitement and unity, two figures stand apart. Brothers not there to share in the joy of the day, but to shatter it. Among them were Dzhokhar and Tamerlan Tsarnaev, two brothers with sinister intentions. At approximately 2:49 p.m., just as runners were crossing the finish line, two homemade pressure cooker bombs exploded near the marathon's endpoint on Boylston Street. The explosions sent shockwaves through the crowd, transforming a day of celebration into an afternoon of chaos and terror. The blasts echoed through the city streets, their destructive power ripping through the air, shattering windows, and tearing through the unsuspecting crowd. The festive atmosphere was replaced by a horrifying scene of destruction, chaos, and human suffering. In mere seconds, the joyous cheers of the crowd were drowned out by the screams of the injured and the terrified. Three individuals, Martin Richard, Crystal Campbell, and Lingzi Liu, were tragically killed in the blasts. Hundreds more were injured, many suffering life-changing wounds from shrapnel and debris. The city of Boston, a moment ago full of life and celebration, was now a scene of devastation and despair. In the aftermath of the bombings, first responders heroically sprang into action, tending to the wounded and evacuating the area. These brave individuals, amidst the smoke and chaos, rushed towards danger rather than away, embodying the very essence of courage and selflessness. Their swift and efficient response undoubtedly saved countless lives that day. The broader community wasn't far behind. Bostonians opened their homes to strangers, offering comfort and support to those affected. Local businesses provided food, water and shelter, while blood donation centers were overwhelmed with people eager to help in any way they could. This immediate and compassionate response showcased an incredible spirit of unity. The people of Boston, bound by a shared tragedy, came together in an awe-inspiring display of resilience and solidarity. They showed the world that their city, their community, was built on foundations far stronger than the fear and destruction intended by the attackers. The city of Boston rallied together in a display of resilience and solidarity, refusing to be intimidated by the senseless act of violence. As the nation mourned the loss of innocent lives and grappled with the shock of the attack, a massive manhunt ensued to capture the perpetrators. The Tsarnaev brothers had vanished into the city, leaving behind a trail of confusion and fear. Meanwhile, law enforcement swung into high gear, scouring every corner of Boston. The FBI released surveillance camera images and videos of the suspects, calling on the public's help in identifying the brothers. This led to a tip that set the stage for a violent confrontation. In the early morning hours of April 19th, the Tsarnaev brothers were cornered in the quiet suburb of Watertown. A fierce gunfight erupted, turning the tranquil neighborhood into a war zone. The older brother, Tamerlan, was killed in the exchange. Dzhokhar, wounded but still at large, was the target of a day-long manhunt that ended with his capture that evening. The Tsarnaev brothers, armed and dangerous, engaged in a violent standoff with law enforcement, resulting in Tamerlan's death and Dzhokhar's capture. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev faced swift justice in the court of law, where he was found guilty of multiple charges, including conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction. The courtroom was a scene of intense emotion as the trial unfolded, the magnitude of his crimes laid bare for all to see. Tsarnaev, alongside his late brother, was held accountable for the deaths of 3 innocent people and the injuries of hundreds more. The charges stacked against him were damning: the use of a weapon of mass destruction resulting in death, and malicious destruction of property resulting in death. The evidence was overwhelming, the jury unanimous in their verdict. Tsarnaev was found guilty on all counts, a decision that brought a measure of relief to a city still grappling with the aftermath of that horrific day. The sentence was delivered with the weight of the law behind it. He was sentenced to death, a fitting punishment for his heinous crimes. In the wake of the tragedy, the spirit of Boston remained unbroken. The city, in its resilience, united under the banner of Boston Strong. This movement was not just a slogan, but a testament to the indomitable will and spirit of the Boston community. The world watched as Bostonians turned their grief into strength, their fear into courage, their despair into hope. Memorials sprung up, a poignant reminder of the lives lost and the heroes who emerged from the chaos. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe, a global show of solidarity, acknowledging the bravery and resilience of this historic city. As we journey through the annals of Boston's history, the narrative of April 15, 2013, stands as a stark testament to the human spirit's ability to endure, to rally, and to overcome. As we reflect on the events of April 15, 2013, remember the lives lost, the heroes who emerged, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Boston will forever stand as a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity.